Hi. Today, let's get started. Today we can see set interface. How to use set interface? Under set interface, what all our classes are there? According to our requirement, on which scenario we have to use the classes of the set interface. That we can see. Now I created a already classes program one. Inside program one, I have main method. Creating object to set interface is we cannot create object to the set interface directly. We have to create object to the subclass to the set interface. So I'm creating object to the subclass of the set interface. First subclass is HashSet. Most of the time, whenever we create object to the set interface, we'll use HashSet. Creating object to the HashSet and referring that object with the reference of set. Set type is a set. By using this identifier, we are pointing to the HashSet object. So how to add the elements to the set interface? Set interface also extends of collection interface. In collection interface, we have common methods for adding, removing, and updating. We have some common set of functions which we can use for the array list, linked list, all the list interface classes, and that common methods we can use for the set interface classes also. So we are using the same add method. Whenever we call add method of any object, it will add to the set interface. I'm just adding ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and null. We can add null to the set interface. We can add null to the list also. So I just added the elements, and I'm just printing the set of object, system.println of set. So if you go and run this, for running we have this one. We got the output of null ABC 1, 2, 3, XYZ 1, 2, 3. Let's go and run this. We'll get the same output. So we have to learn about the set. Now we have array list and we have list interface. But why we need set interface? In case of collection API, if you want to create collection of objects where we should not allow the duplicates. So in that case, we have to use the set interface classes. Now here, I'm just adding the elements. I can get the elements. Similarly, if you create the list also, we can add the elements, we can get the elements. But if you try to add set dot add of control space, it will give the method, which method we have in here. So I'm trying to add in the ABC again. If you try to add the duplicates, it won't allow in the set interface. So here we get the only one ABC. Set interface is a type of collection framework. By using set interface subclasses, we can create a collection object which should not allow the duplicates. If you have a requirement of using the collection object which should not allow the duplicates, in that case we can go with the set. Basically, we'll use a HashSet class to create the without duplicates. If you want to create a collection object without duplicates, we can use the HashSet. Now the set interface is from the java.util package. And whatever subclasses of set interface, all are from the java.util package. Not only the head set interface things, all the list interface also from the java.util package. And the set interface which is extends all the methods from the collection. Collection is the interface super to the set interface. That is the second point. And if you see the array list, whatever elements we are adding to the array list, those elements in the one order. List equal to new array list. Command shift O will just by default import all the statements for us. I'm just importing. Now both classes are imported. List dot add of control space ABC. Now I want to add set interface to the my list. List dot add all. This is a type of collection. Collection is a supermost interface, so we can add our set also to the list. Now whatever set is there, I am just adding to the my list. If you want to add the set into the list, we can add. If you want to add the list into the set, we can add. So that I have showed here. Now, if you go and print the list, we get in one order. See, this is a set interface. If we try to print the set elements, it is in one order. Null ABC 1 2 3. This is one order. The same values added here into the list in order. ABC is already there. So the list, if you go to the list interface, all the elements are storing in one order. So array list is a ordered class. Whatever elements we are adding, those elements in one order. But if you go to the set, now first element is ABC. If when you try to print the set, we should get an output of ABC XYZ 1 2 3, something like that. It is in one order. But set interface is not following any order. It is unordered. The elements are storing into the memory in different order. It is not in fixed order. So we'll get the unordered output. This is unordered. Null ABC. It won't give some order. So list is a ordered storage. In case of set, the elements are storing in unordered. So let's go. Now what are the points we are learning in the set interface? If we don't allow duplicates to our collection object, we can use set. If you want to maintain unique values, use set. Set interface classes. Inside set interface, elements stored in unordered. These are 2 points we have to learn in this class. Let's go to the next class. How to create the elements, how to create the set, how to add the elements, how to remove the elements, and how to read the elements. That we can see in this program. Now inside program 2, I have main method. Inside main method, I am creating object to the HashSet. The reference type is set interface. So creating object to the subclass to the set interface. Because we cannot create object to the interface directly, so I am creating object to the subclass to the interface. That subclass object we are referring with the reference type set1. So I am adding the elements to the set interface. I just added 1 3 2 some numbers to the set1. So I created a set1 object and adding the elements. These all are the numbers from 1 to 10 in between. So I created one more set. Set2 equal to new HashSet, adding the elements 10 3 9. These are also numbers. Inside both sets, I have common number is 3. Sorry, I have common number is 3 here. But I added the new set inside a set 2. I have different numbers 10 and 9. But here we have the different numbers 1 to 7. So if you want to find what are the common numbers in between the two sets, set 1 and set 2, we can find using the set interface methods. If you want to union the both numbers, set 1 and set 2, if you want to combine both set 1 and set 2, we can combine using the set interface methods. If you want to find out the interaction between the both set 1 and set 2, whatever common numbers, we can find it using the set interface method. So here we are doing the mathematical operations. If you want to union, adding both sets, we can add and we can get. If we want to find common numbers, we can find. That is also mathematical operation. If you want to find the difference between set 1 and set 2, we can find. That is called set 1 minus set 2. So how to achieve that? Here, the main point is using set interface, we can achieve mathematical operations like combining both set interfaces, set 1 and set 2, or finding the interaction between the set 1 and set 2. What are the common things are there between the set 1 and set 2 we can find. If we want to remove from set 1 to set 2, we can remove it. If you want to remove from set 2 to set 1, we can remove it. We can use that. How to achieve the mathematical operations from the set interface, you can see. See, if you want to union both sets, so I created one set object, set union set of HashSet. The constructor of the HashSet is taking the set interface. I am creating object to the union set by using the set 1 because I want to add both set 1 and set 2 into one set object. So this kind of requirement will come into our project implementation. If you want to add both two collection set objects, you can add it using this way. Created object to the HashSet of union set, which is taking argument as a set 1. So now an object is created with the set 1. Now if you want to add one more set to the set 1, you can add by using the add all method. So we'll get the union set. In the union set, we'll get the both set 1 and set 2 elements combined and adding to the union set object. So whenever we call this, we'll get the output of combination of both. So if you want to find the common elements between the set 1 and set 2, the common element is 3. Here also 3 is there. Only one element is there. If you want to get that, here we have only 3 elements, but if you have 100 elements, if you want to find the common things, you can apply this way. Create one result interaction set, and I gave the name is the interaction set. First, I'll create the interaction set by using the set 1. Then I have a function of retain all. Retain all function will give the interaction between the set 1 and set 2, whatever common things between the set 1 and set 2. That logic is already implemented in the retain all method. So if you call that retain all of set 2, we'll get the interaction between the both numbers. So I'm printing the interaction set. If you want to remove the set 2 from the set 1, I just created a different set of difference equal to new HashSet of set 1. By using set 1, I'm creating an object. So I'm calling the remove all of set 2. From set 1, I'm removing all set 2 elements. So we'll get the difference. If you want to find the difference between set 2 to set 1, if you want to remove all set 1 elements in the set 2, so we can call here creating object to the HashSet by using the set 2. Then calling the remove all method by passing the set 1. So we'll get the difference between set 2 minus set 1. This is set 1 minus set 2. If you want to call set 2 minus set 1, you can call it first create the object of set by using the set 2 and remove all by passing the set 1. That will give the difference between the set 2 and set 1. Now let's go and run this. First set object is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Second set object is 3, 9, 10. So if you want to combine the both, union all, We can combine it. We got the output like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and next set elements also came here. 3 is a common, so duplicate elements it won't add here. Now, what are the common things between the two sets? If you want to find, you can find it. We got the output as 3. From set 1, I want to remove the set 2 elements. Only one element is a 3 element. We are removing that. After removing the 3, we got the output like this. This is the difference between the both sets. So we can achieve the mathematical operations using set also. What is the use of set is we can achieve the mathematical operations like combining the set objects, removing the set of from one set to another set, finding the common elements between the two sets we can find. Now let's go to the next program. In program 3, we have a main method. Inside main method, I created object to the set by calling constructor of HashSet. So I added the elements 1, 2, 3, ABC, XYZ, PQR. Whenever we print the elements, system.println set, whatever elements we added in the set, it won't come in order because set is maintaining the unordered. It's not maintaining any order. It will go and add in the different orders. So we have same number of elements in our set object. If you want to find the element is present or not, we have a method, contains method, set.contains of ABC. It will check all the elements of set. If the elements are having the ABC, it will give the true. If the element ABC is not there in the set, it will give the false. So contains method is checking whether the element is available in the set object or not. This is an important method which we can use in our project implementation. If you want to find any element is present or there in the set object. See, you learning the collection API is how to use the collection API methods and classes. That's what we have to learn. Now that's what here contains method will tell whether the element is present in their set or not. Contains of string type 1, 2, 3. Here inside the set method we don't have contains of string type. This is the integer type. So the type is different. So it will give the false here. It will give the true because ABC is present in the set object. Contains will tell whether the element is present or there or not. Now if you want to remove the element from the set, we can call remove method. We can remove that. 1, 2, 3 I am trying to remove. After removing I am printing the set. So after removing that we will get the elements, these elements in the set. How to read the elements? By using for each loop. Each and every element of set, it will go to the object. We are printing the object. It will go up to the 0 to n minus 1. It will print up to 0 to n elements. By using for each loop, we can print the elements of a set, reading the elements. Now here in this program, we can see adding the elements, removing the elements, reading the element. Now here I created one more new set, system.println of creating new set. First I created a set object, set 1, which will take only the string elements. This is a generic type. If you want to use only specific type of elements into any set object, we can specify here. This set object will allow only string type. Here I not given any type. So we can add any type of elements. Here integer type, string type, we can add any object type also. This is from the JDK 1.5 onwards. From JDK 1.5 onwards, we have generics. We can learn more about the generics in the next classes. By using generic, we can tell only the string types we can have to add the set element. If we add any integer type, it will give error, compile time error. No, inside set type, I added a integer string type of India. Set1.add of Andhra. Then I added Chittoor. So whenever I am printing the element, system.println of set1, we'll get all three India, Andhra, Chittoor in the my set object. It is not in order, it is in the unordered. So I try to add the India again. India is a duplicate. It will check in the set object whether the India is already there, string type is already there. If string type is already there, so it won't add the India again because it is a duplicate. Whenever we call this again, we will get the only same output which we got here. Let's go and run this. So first we got this PQR ABC XYZ 1 2 3. Whenever we are checking ABC is there available or not by using calling constructor contains method. Contains of ABC, it will give true. Contains of 1 2 3 string, it will give false because string type is not there. These two. So here, after removing the 1 2 3, we got the PQR ABC XYZ. If you want to read the elements, we have for each loop PQR ABC XYZ. We can get it like this. We created a new set. After adding the elements, we got the output like this. After adding the India again, India is not adding because it is duplicate. So we got the output like this. Mainly we can use the set for the avoiding the duplicates. Let's go to the next program. If you want to read the set elements, we can read by using the iterator also. That how we can see in the next. In program 4, I have a main method. Inside a main method, I am just restricting the set object to allow only string types by giving the generic. Only we are allowing the string types. I added all these three and I am printing the set. After printing, I am again adding the India, but it won't add there. But we have 3 elements only. How to read the elements one by one? Inside a set, we have iterator method. By calling iterator method, it will give the iterator. Iterator we have seen already, but we have not seen in depth of iterator. But by using iterator, we have hash next method. By hash next method, you will tell the next element is available or not. And by calling next method, it will print the element. It will go up to 0 to all the elements. So hash next method will tell whether it is true or not. Next element is there or not. By calling next method, we will print the element. System order print now, iterator next. So it will print one by one. India, Andhra, and Chittoor. It is not in order. It will give in an order. So whenever I print it directly, we will get output like this. Whenever we are reading the elements one by one, we will get like this by using the iterator. How to read the set elements using the iterator? This is the way. Now we have seen how to create the set object, how to add the elements, how to remove the elements, and how to read the elements. Now inside a set interface, set is the interface which is a subclass of subinterface of collection. Under set interface, we have classes. What all classes are there? Till now we have seen HashSet. This is a one class. And another class is EnumSet. And another class is LinkedHashSet. And another one is TreeSet. TreeSet is a subclass of sorted set. Sorted set interface is a subclass of navigable set. Now we have to learn each and one by one what all these all people are doing. When to use HashSet, when to use EnumSet, when to use LinkedHashSet, when to use a TreeSet. Everything we have to learn how to use, when to use. Now till now we have seen HashSet. HashSet is if you don't want to allow the duplicates, you can use the HashSet. Now let's go to the next program. Now inside my class program 5, I created one enum days. Enum is a type of similar kind of fixed constants. Once we create enum, we have to use the enum elements. We cannot change the enum elements. So if you want to create a similar kind of fixed constants, use enum class. What is the use of enum? If you want to create a similar kind of fixed constant, if you already know the constants, there is no change in the constant later point of time. So we can use the enum. I am not remember whether we covered the enum or not. We can see the enum in detail in the next classes. If you, I'll note it down, I'll tell. But here I created enum. See, days of a week are all are fixed. There is no change in the days of a week. If you want to find out the months of a months also same for a year. There is no change in the months names. So I created similar kind of fixed concepts in the enum. Enum is a type of the similar to the class. Whenever we're creating a class, we have to use a class, the identifier of the class identifier. So whenever we want to create the enum, we have to create enum, the enum identifier, name of the enum. This is the name of the enum. So I just created the all elements with the comma separated. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to the Sunday. So this is whenever we have a enum. If you want to get the enum into the set object, if you don't want to allow the duplicates to the enum, see if enum is having 100 elements, inside 100 elements, we have some kind of duplicates. If Monday is already there in the enum, one more Monday is there. If you don't want to allow the duplicate values to the set enum, we have enum set of all days of a week. So even though if you add here duplicates, it won't allow the duplicates. You will use the set of the enums. So I'm just printing the set of the enums. This is a simple example for enum set. We got all the set elements. Now here, if you want to add the duplicate element, I want to add Monday again. Now even though if you run this, it won't give you the Monday again because I don't want to allow the duplicates to my enum. In that case, we have to use a enum set. See here, if you want to convert the enum to the set object, we can convert the enum to the set object by calling the EnumSet of method. This is the one requirement. If somebody asks how to convert the enum to the set object, the answer is we can call EnumSet dot of method. It will give the set object by removing the duplicates. Here, even though if you give Monday 2 times, it won't give allow to add the duplicate element to the my set object, EnumSet object. This is the requirement of EnumSet. This is also from the java.util package. What is enum means? Enum is a similar kind of fixed constant. Now let's go to the next one. Now, what is the use of linked HashSet? See, if you have a requirement of when somebody asks, the question is how to create a collection object which should not allow the duplicates and should give the ordered elements. Now, if you use the HashSet, it won't allow the duplicates, but it is giving in unordered. The elements, if you whenever you print the HashSet, till it order is not in one order. The order is some unordered. So if you want to achieve the without allowing the duplicates and giving the elements in on one order, so we have to use the linked HashSet. If you use the linked HashSet of java.util package, by using linked HashSet, it won't allow the duplicates to the set element, and it will give the in one order ABC first, XYZ next 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. If you run this, we'll get the ABC XYZ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a use of the linked HashSet. If somebody asks in an interview how to create a set object which won't allow the duplicates and which will give in order, so we have to use a linked HashSet. By using a HashSet, I am adding the same elements, but it won't give in order. It will give in a different order. We will see the output. Now, if you see the linked HashSet, it will give in the order ABC XYZ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But same elements I added to the HashSet because HashSet object I have created. So it is not in order. It will give the different order, some order 1, 2, 3 ABC 4, 5, 6 XYZ. That is about the linked HashSet. Now let's go to the next one. In program 7, I have main method. What is the use of TreeSet? Whenever we create a list, the set object, if the set object should not allow the duplicates, and it should give the sorting order. If you want to achieve any sorting order in our set object and should not allow the duplicates, we can go to the TreeSet. TreeSet is a subclass of sorted set interface. Sorted set interface, super interface is navigable set. So by creating object to the set object using a TreeSet, whatever elements we added to the TreeSet, all the elements in the sorting order. So whenever we print this, we'll get the sorting order. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ABC, XYZ. So coming to the HashSet, this is not in sorting order, this is not in any order, this is unordered. We'll get the unordered list. So if you come to the linked HashSet, all the elements in one order, XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is about the all these three types. First, if we see, it is in sorting order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ABC, XYZ. If you go to the HashSet, this is not in order because it is giving the different order. If you go to linked HashSet, it will give in order, but the duplicate elements not adding to this element. So according to our requirement, we have to use all these classes of set interface. Now, what is the difference between creating set object using a HashSet and creating set object using the linked HashSet and creating set object using the TreeSet? We have to see all the differences. What are the difference between all these three types? See, let's go to the differences. Now, first difference, whenever they implemented the HashSet internally, they used HashMap to create the HashSet internally. By using HashMap, whenever we try to add the duplicate elements, it won't allow the duplicate elements. The internal implementation of HashSet is using HashMap. The internal implementation of linked HashSet is using the linked HashMap. The linking between one element to another element, so it is having the order. The internal implementation of TreeSet is using the tree map. This is the first difference. Second difference. Coming to the HashSet. Whenever you create object to the HashSet, it won't allow the duplicates. won't allow the duplicates, and it won't maintain any order. It is unordered. Coming to the linked HashSet. Linked HashSet also won't allow the duplicates. And it is maintaining the order. Coming to the TreeSet. TreeSet also won't allow the duplicates. No duplicates. And it will give the elements in sorting order. Now, first difference is how it is working internally. Internally, it is HashSet is working based on the hash map. Internally, linked HashSet is working based on the linked hash map. Similarly, TreeSet is working based on the tree map. They have implemented the logic like that, the JDK developers. But coming to the second difference, this is the difference. And third difference. See, third difference is whenever you have a requirement of won't allow the duplicates and it won't maintain any order, so we can use the HashSet. And whenever we have requirement of no duplicates and maintaining a order, use the linked HashSet. Whenever we have a requirement of no duplicates and you have to maintain any sorting order, use the TreeSet. That is the usage of set classes. Coming to the fourth difference. See, can we add null elements to the HashSet? Can we add null to HashSet, linked HashSet, and TreeSet? Now, in case of HashSet, we can add only one null element. If you try to add multiple null elements, we'll get it won't allow the multiple null elements because it won't allow the duplicate null elements. In case of linked HashSet also, we can add only one null element. We cannot add multiple null elements. Even though if we add multiple null elements, it won't allow. It will give because even though it is duplicate, it won't add the elements there. Coming to the TreeSet, we cannot add the null element. Now this HashSet, linked HashSet, and the TreeSet are not allowing the duplicate. How it is working internally? By using inside HashSet, equals and hashcode methods overridden. By using equals and hashcode method, it is not allowing the duplicates. That we can see in the tomorrow class. I'll explain in detail how it is working. Similarly, inside a linked HashSet, internally it is override the equals and hashcode method. By using equals and hashcode methods, it is not allowing the duplicates. Inside a TreeSet, it is not allowing the duplicates and it is comparing the elements by using the compare method and compare to method. These are the difference between all these types. So tomorrow we can see how the HashSet is working internally. That is very important.